Uh, I wear everybody clothing brand. I got pink stains in these ones.
Shit, they paying you?
Huh?
They paying you?
No, this is support, bro. It's a
Oh, like
push.
putting on. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some mainstream joint, like that's out. You
Oh no,
said,
that's
yeah,
what
all
I'm
right,
saying.
that'd be
This,
different too. Like, all right, you my man. Yo, give me some of your shirts. I'm gonna wear them on my joint.
oh no,
Everybody
yeah,
watching, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm
like
thinking you wearing something like no, all right, y'all gotta give me $1 to wear y'all shirts. You know what I mean? That's the wave
yeah,
I've been on lately. I'm trying to get paid off having my own shit.
on your
Let
own
my
joint.
dollars make my own dollars.
Shoot,
But
it's
we'll
all
talk
about how
about
you
that
bring
though.
it. So I mean, like to be honest, it's just I gotta build my brand. You know what I mean? Like this whole Bspot podcast, this
Yeah.
space. I'm just trying to build this, John.
So I'm glad you realized that though. Like I
Yeah,
was told that like you remember Coach Malik. He
yeah,
told me when I was in ninth grade when I first started playing. Not first start, but I was playing football before that. I was basketball boy, but when I started taking it serious,
mm,
he told me like you are your own brand, and I started to see like as I got older, I go to college now, and we
mm,
get paid off our name and
yeah,
everything. You know what I mean? So it's like that statement, you are your own brand.
yeah,
What that means is like you on a day-to-day base, you don't even know that people watching you,
yeah,
right? People, whatever you do it's on a microscope. Like everybody can see what you do. All the mistakes, like these rappers and everything, they their own
yeah,
brand, right?
yeah.
The dude,
Nah,
the
for
dude,
real.
Boss Man D'Lo,
Yeah.
with the
He
freak
talking
bull,
about boss man,
with the freak bull. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
If he was, if there was
Everybody
anybody
else,
that wouldn't
yeah.
have went out like that. But when you grow and you start to progress, your brand gets bigger, 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 and
Mm,
right now you got to know, all right, I got to move a certain way, right? How can I elevate it versus not what I want to do, but downgrade
downgrade,
and make
yeah.
mistakes because everybody watching me. You a figure, right?
Exactly.
People want to come on. I want to come on this joint, right? The
Yeah.
podcast.
Cause
People
that's,
don't want to
that
come
that
on
puts
this
you,
joint.
that exposes you, that gives you a face that shows like the podcast is basically to talk about you.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's like
yeah,
that's basically why I wanted to do it because it was like I wanted everybody to put their face on a platform instead of them just
yeah,
saying, it's cool to post pictures, it's cool, but
yeah.
when you actually can sit down and they can really get to know you
And they
through
get to
a
know the
through an
real
interview,
people. Yeah,
they'll bring in more interviews, they'll bring in more people, they'll bring in like people you never know, like you said, bro. Nobody watching, you never know. I always knew that though. That's why a lot of
yeah.
people never
Like you probably,
understood.
how many followers you got on the podcast page right now?
Like 215.
But probably 5,000
5,000, but like if you
been
you
watching. You
talking
know
about
how you could look.
you
You know
talking
how
about
you
like
can
on
look
the
right
dashboard,
here
yeah,
on the
or the
dashboard, and you can
professional John.
see all the people that I ain't whatever. I got
They
like
ain't
three
popping
thousand
up right
something
now.
followers, but like my joint say like 40,000
For
people viewed.
40,000,
I ain't
yeah,
got 40,000 followers, but niggas is
it's
watching.
watching you. Exactly, they
Niggas
tap
is
into your
watching. You know what I
page.
mean? So that goes to show, like, you know what I mean? People is always looking, and with how the way the internet be working now, they looking for you to make a mistake.
Yeah, they looking for you to make a mistake,
They looking for you to make a mistake.
or to see what you doing, because
Exactly.
everybody don't know what you doing until they look at your page or see what, like if you got like a platform. That's what
Mhm.
Instagram's for platforms. It's really for like people to build their brains and
It's
stuff.
entertainment, yeah,
Yeah,
but you take advantage of it. Like
exactly,
any app, anything that's on the internet. Back then it wasn't no internet.
exactly.
Today it is internet, right? And
Yeah,
it's another advantage you could take with. It's an opportunity. You're gonna hear me say that word a lot today. It's an opportunity, right, for you
yeah,
to build your brand, make some
mm,
more money,
yeah,
right? It can be in the way, right? From a different perspective. I was talking to somebody about like TikTok, right? I
yeah.
just downloaded TikTok
You
because I
don't
started
wait, hold
doing.
up. You don't got TikTok?
I just downloaded
So
it
why
because I
you wait,
was
hold up, bro. This whole your whole wait, the whole time you went to
what
Villanova, you ain't pit TikTok or the
I
drill.
wasn't
Cause
so.
I ain't gonna lie. No, I only said it because that's like something that a lot of like athletes. Cause I went to
Yeah,
shit, so like I was hanging around a lot of athletes, and they was telling me
yeah.
like Instagram, TikTok, like different things you can use to like get more exposure.
Yeah.
But I ain't know like TikTok is really like something that a lot of people
So
put.
I
They put
thought
me
it
on
was
there.
like kind of in a way it was like detrimental to my brain. Like I was sitting there like scrolling. I had it before, but I didn't really post on it. I just sat there and did this, and then 2 hours go by and I forgot that I'm still doing this. But then now I be training people and everything, so I'm like, all right, let me use that on there or whatever. Like play around, not even play around. Like I take it serious. Like how some people be like, no, I was just trying this out. You ain't just trying this podcast shit. You doing the podcast shit. So, all right, I'm using TikTok. I'm doing this. I'm making content. Exactly. You know what I mean? And I'm taking advantage of the resource and opportunity that I'm provided with. So, that's every app. Anything that's on the internet, like I said, versus back then, nobody ain't know you unless you made your way onto a big screen or something. Exactly. You know what I mean? You was hot in the street. Yeah. Now I can know about somebody that's from freaking Australia or something because they went viral.
Or Instagram, TikTok. No, TikTok, I mean?
So
TikTok.
Anything, you know what I mean? So now it's good to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Take charge on any app that you got and use your brand and build it there. Like, and do it however you want. You got the chick Meatball, like she be drawn, but that's her brand.
That's her thing. Like, she be. But you see how before she was she was just a joke, and then how she turned everything.
She make $1 from the bid.
But that's what I'm saying. But before she wasn't. It was like a point in time she was just everybody was just watching her. Yeah. She had to grow, and then she got on a bigger platform. That's why she was on what Baddies.
Then it's a chain reaction, and then so now a lot of people would do stuff like she do now. Yeah. Just do something drawn. Yeah. For the gram. Just for the gram. You know what I mean? You do it for the gram. That's all it be now. Like, do it for the gram. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, she definitely a good definition.
At the end of the day, you got your brand, you got your name. I ain't I'm Tyrell Mims. Everybody call me Rel Mims. Like that was my brand I made for myself when I played ball, and like when anybody that knew me for playing football, that's Rel Mims or whatever. Exactly. Because that's the brand that I built it for myself. And I stack my chips with that name. You know what I mean? So that's all it is, bro.
I'm gonna start it all by saying, we on Bspotpodcast, man. Got Tyrell Mims in here, athlete, doing something for the culture. Switching it up for everybody. You must know. I'm gonna let him tell y'all a little bit about himself.
I appreciate you having me on
here. Oh, no, for sure,
Brian was my man, Doug, or Bspotpod. Shout out Bspotpodcast, man. Y'all this thing gonna blow up for sure. Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna get back to me, but I really just want to give him his flowers now. Like, this was my man, dog. Like, when we was, like, he older than me, right? When we was in school, like, this was like my dog, though, that one of the older ones, right? We played ball together and all that. He always was bid. I bid too, so it was like we went together hand in hand or whatever. So, you know what I mean? And to see him now just doing this thing, because a lot of people that we went to school with or friends that, not even mutual friends that we all had people grow up with, fast forward to today, they may not be with us. They could be heading in wrong directions. And all we want is success out of anybody. I mean, excellence, I know me specific, and Breon probably the same way too. Like, I want nothing but greatness for anybody. You know what I mean? And your path could be different, right? I play ball. He played ball, but he ain't going on to keep playing ball. So he went on to do his own thing. I kept playing ball, right? Sometimes it's gonna come to an end, so then I'm gonna have to go do something else. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? I just want to give you flowers for that. But yeah, back to me. Tyrell Mims, Rel Mims on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Like I said, I'm on TikTok now. I'm making content on there at official Rel Mims.
Yes, sir.
We went to high school together, Parkway Northwest. Went on to go play college ball at Villanova. Finished last year, spring 2024. Graduated, had another year because of COVID. I was a part of the COVID baby class. When I came to college, it allowed, the NCAA gave us another year eligibility. And so I went on to play another season. So I was there for 4.5 years. Finished in December. Got a certificate in public administration. So I'm out here. I'm doing the school thing. You know what I mean? But now it's the adult life now. And I'm in that phase where you trying to figure things out. But I love that. Because it's like when you don't know what's next, sometimes that can make you very anxious. Yeah. But also at the same time, it just drive you to like be like, all right, bet. Like, I don't know what's there for me, but I know it's something, and I'm gonna go get it. You don't know how far or how long it's gonna take to get there, but I'm gonna get there. You know what I mean? In some fashion, form, or way. You know, I went on. I wanted to play pro sports, right? Pro football. It's still alive. I was on the phone, talked to my agent the other day about going out Canada. You know what I mean? NFL didn't work out, but God blessed us with more opportunities to play in different leagues: UFL, CFL, NFL. And make his thing work how it do. You know what I mean? So hopefully, God bless me with that, but God gonna bless me, period. Because even if it don't work out that way and I go somewhere else, that's what was meant for me. You know what I mean?
And you never know, like later down the line, might move a hold. Because especially if you stay on top of just being able to push more on what you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
no
a
doubt.
lot of people, they let them type of things hinder them. You know, like they think that like it's not even that I couldn't play football. Like I just felt like
Yeah.
once I got out of high school, I liked like when I was in high school, I love basketball more than football. So it was like if I can't play basketball, ain't no point playing football. Not because like I didn't love football as much.
Yeah.
I love both sports. It was just it wasn't making sense to the point where it was like, all right, well, this is not really what I can do right now. Like, like football, I would have had to walk on. I would have had to like kiss, like, like I just didn't want to just be doing all that at a young age where I could just get work towards getting a degree and figure out what I want to do when I leave. Like something that fits me. I feel like podcasting kind of was like something that fitted me in the long run more than trying to put myself build myself into more of an athlete or trying to be something else or step in a lane. Not to say it was a bad lane. That's a great lane. Like if anybody wanna, hop in the field, play football, basketball, do it. You feel me? You really feel like you can get there, because you can. You just gotta believe in yourself. I feel like a lot of people don't believe in themselves enough to go further. That's what hinders them.
That's all you gotta do. And then so you at one point I ain't want to cut you off. Neither you said my lane. You hear that on the joint?
Yeah.
You was like fitting in. Like that's if that's what your joint is, that's what your joint is. Like you know what I mean? Like don't chase something that ain't there. You know what I mean? It's like girls.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. You know what I mean? If you for me, it's gonna fall. I'm gonna work for it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just like anything else. But girls is a good analogy to use. You know what I mean? I ain't about to keep chasing you. You know what I mean? If it not, because it's not always gonna fall in your hands neither.
Exactly.
This podcast ain't fall in your hands. Me going to play ball ain't fall in my hands. We work,
and you never know. You never know. Like that's the thing. Like podcasting ain't fall right. Like football, I feel like so. That's why I tell her. Like I'm glad I had you on her because I really want you to like explain your story. You get what I'm saying? Like tell them how was it from the time when you first started? Like I remember when Tyrell was even, bro wasn't even working out. He was just coming to school, dressing up. He'll come in there, enjoy, probably be smiling. Then he played for the freshman team. Tell him like how it felt to like start off to working towards who you is today. Cause it's like, you got a crazy story, bro. You definitely have a story that like a lot of people, like athletes don't, I feel like they don't speak about, you know what I mean?
So, like you said, like when I first got to high school, you couldn't tell me as a kid I wasn't going to the NBA. Basketball was my thing, right? And y'all heard me mention earlier, me going on to play football in high school. I was playing football before, but it was just like I was just playing football. Like it wasn't really a true love for it. But you know how you got your homies, y'all on the same little league organization, y'all switch sports or whatever, basketball, same team, football. Exactly. That's all it was, just playing. But basketball was my joint. So when I got to high school, not even before, when I didn't get accepted in those schools. Nobody don't even know that. But I snuck my way in the parkway.
Yeah, I had to say it, show. I had to say
snuck my way into there. I was going to New Media. They shut down.
Oh yeah,
because it was a middle school going into a high school. I would have stayed there.
Yeah, I know.
But I still would have played for King because they merged, but they shut down. So that's why we all ended up over there. Everybody from the media at Parkway, because it was like, damn, where we about to go to school at? So that was weird. And so when I got there, told you I wanted to play ball. So I'm like, Parkway ain't got no damn ball.
They don't got no beds. Like, they ain't
Kind
really
of
got
find
no
out it, but I'm like, I ain't going to the A from going playing the Parkway.
yeah.
That was like my mindset.
That's what a lot of people
so
AP.
it kind of turned into like you said, I was just going to school now. Like I'm like, all right, bet ball probably like Chuck. But I'm gonna play it though, because ball my shit though.
Exactly.
Like you not about to have, like I ain't gonna run away from it. I'm gonna still play, but that was my mindset, and I'm mad I had that mindset. But at some point I started to play ball. Like I was I forgot how it played out. So Jordan was working. Jordan Alexander, assistant head coach for Martin Luther King Cougars, worked at Parkway Northwest, and he seen it in me early. Like he knew, like, and he told me, I want everybody to listen to what I'm about to say. He told me, he said, "Is more scholar. You want to go to college for free? You don't. I grew up in a single parent household." He said, "You want your mom to pay for college or not? You want to go to college for free or not?" I'm like, yeah. I want to go to college just because ain't nobody else do it in my family like that and complete it. You know what I mean? Not too many. But so he told me, there's more scholarships in football and there's less scholarships in basketball. You got 5 people that play on the court in football and basketball.
Exactly.
And you got 22 people
that play football. Yeah, he said the same thing.
And so at first I'm a young boy. When you tell me that, I'm like, this nigga on spade and shit. This nigga just telling me I can't hoop like that.
You feel like he was telling you so typical.
But that's how we be trained to think though. Like everybody hating till I really had somebody that told me that. And so I'm like, okay. I took that home with me for like a couple days, and when he gave me that information, he told me that he was like, yeah, we also got practice this day. He gave me the schedule. He's like, all right, I'll see you whenever you show up. It probably took me a little bit. I don't even think I showed up to like the first one, but I had to sit on that for a little bit, pause, and I was like, all right, let me see what's up with this football thing. You know what I mean? If it's because I was thinking in the future after that point. Now, when he told me that, I wasn't thinking like, all right, let me just go play to try it out. I was like, yo, let me go play. Let me go apply the same hustle that I have for basketball. I'm just a world class hustler. Like whatever I put my mind to, I'm gonna go do it. I'm like, all right, I just got to do the same with football. And so I got into that, and I'm thinking everything that could happen 10, 20, 30 years from now. Where do I want to go to college at with this? How am I even going to get into college with this sport, right? Yeah. What I got to do day to day, breaking it all down, where I want to graduate from. I was thinking about all that. People don't think about all that when they in high school.
In high school, or when they
just going into high school. You know what I mean? So when I seen that, when I seen that in my head, and I had to fast forward mine, I'm like, all right, bet. Day one, we had practice. I'm working out. I'm like, yo, this shit is all right. I played football before, so it wasn't foreign to me.
Okay. I was about to say, I don't do that. I was about to say, D. I was like,
it was just
you played for
I played for the Mount Airy Bantams.
Yeah.
I had love for basketball more, so I'm like, I'm just waiting for basketball season to come back. Like, this my shit. So
exactly.
My freshman year, crazy story. Shout out Martin Luther King students. I forgot his last name. It was Zaire, Shaquan Jones, and Miles James. I think they was juniors when I was a freshman, right? I was a baby. I ain't really know nobody like that, but they helped walk me through my career and help develop me. My freshman year,
okay,
I had to start this football season. I had to start in the game. Because 2 senior corners was failing classes and wasn't eligible to play.
Dang.
That pissed me off though, cause I'm scared as hell. I'm a freshman, so I'm like,
what year was this?
I'm hearing, huh?
I'm saying, what year was this? I'm trying to think. I was like, damn, that probably was a year. It was like 2015. It was like 2015, right?
2015, I think.
Damn.
And so, yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, that was the era.
Damn, 10 years ago?
10 years ago. 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I'm a young bull, and I got to start against who was nice at the time. Not saying that they're not nice now. I don't know, because I'm not really followed up on too much high school football. Ben Franklin was all right at that time. I had to start against Ben Franklin.
Oh, snap.
And like I told you, I was kind of pissed that the senior corners was out, because I'm like, damn, y'all leaving me like that. Like I'm gonna have y'all making me have to start. Yeah, I ain't trying. I'm just trying to win a jersey and be cool at first.
Exactly.
You know how niggas is. That was me at first. That was me at first. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody else gonna tell you that. That was me at first. I just wanted to rock the jersey, go to school, show the girls. Oh yeah, I'm about to start tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm on the football team. I ain't even wearing my school uniform. I'm wearing my jersey on my joint. Game day not even until Friday. I'm just wearing my joint on a Wednesday. But that's what my thinking was. And then we get to the game.
Okay.
I gotta start, bro. My legs is shaking. My hands won't stay still. I know what I'm doing. I always been a smart kid. I always been a smart football player. I'm a cerebral player. Okay. Right? But when I got put in that moment, it was like, like me getting older. When you get older in the game and you used to it and you a vet, the game slows down. Okay. I'm in the beginning stages. It's fast forward. Everything moving. Everything is fast as hell. I get in the game. I think it wasn't like the first play. First play, it was like maybe like a run play or something opposite of my side. Okay. You know how little I was.
Yeah,
freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year.
I'm scared as hell.
So you wasn't even, you ain't had that, because Coach Leak always preached that. He was like, yo, what you get on, you get the muscle.
I'm scared.
You feel it hurt as much as it is when you like littler, because it's like you don't got as much meat, you don't got much muscle, so you can feel it. So
look though. So I'm scared as hell. I don't know if I even told her I was scared as hell. I'm like, yo, like, throw a pass at me. I'm going to defend that, but don't run the ball my way. They running back was big as hell. But there was a fear I had in me because I was small. I'm a freshman. I don't want to use that, but that's how I'm thinking at the time, right? And so I think first play or whatever, they run to the other side. I'm getting, like, blocked by a receiver. He's strong as shit, too. He blocking the shit out of me. I'm like, nigga, you know how you get mad, nigga, doing what they supposed to do to us. So I'm like, nigga, get off me or whatever. And so I'm feeling like I'm getting into the rhythm or whatever. These motherfuckers run the ball my way. Yo, this shit is like, this when it did slow down though. When I seen them, it was, you know, the perfect moment that you don't want, when the hole gets like this and the running back got the ball and nobody else is there to save you, and it's just you.
Just you. That's how it is.
That's how it was. I love them shits now, but at the time, I'm like, I'm a young boy. I'm like, damn, like, I gotta tackle him or it's touchdown. I gotta call Zay and make sure, and I gotta remember exactly how it went. But I went in for the tackle. Like a dummy, put my head down, closed my eyes, scared as hell, and just reached my arm out. Not even running anymore. I just stopped and like did the hug joint. Like when you scared and you just like try to take him down with you. I'm trying to remember if he kept going and scored or if he went down. Oh, no. He went down because they said my name. They said my name on the joint. But I ain't hear it though. My head banging. I think I might have got a concussion. But I can say that now because it's 10 years later, and you know how they hop on you. If you got a concussion, they'll pull you. It's 10 years later now, so I can say that out loud. I think I might have had a concussion. I ended up getting back in that game, I think, and I went back to the sideline, and Coach Malik, like, he laughing. He like, good shit, youngin'. I'm like this though. Like my head banging. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what I do? They take me out the game. He like, they just said your name on the joint. I heard my mom and all them yelling. I'm like, yo, I did something. I did something, but I ain't know I did something until I started getting the praise for it. But that was my welcome to high school football moment, and I appreciate it every second of it. Shout out to whoever Bull was. You know what I mean? Hope you're doing well in life wherever you at. But I appreciate you for giving me that moment. You know what I mean? And after that, it was on. Like when I got ran over, motherfucker, I went to the gym and it was on every day. Like niggas is not messing with me. You know what I mean? And fast forward, I look at pictures, and even I remember conversations with team. We went to play. We played some team. I think it was like Overbrook or somebody. This like my junior year now, senior year.
Yeah.
And some bull. And in the game, if you my opponent, don't try to like be my man either. Like it's fucking whatever you say. Like just stop talking. Like I'm here to like kill you. For like all like until the clock hits 0 after the game, then you could get a you know what I mean good game.
A lot of people don't know that it be low key beef.
So Bull, I think because we was getting in the ass a little bit. Pause. And so Bull like yo, you big as shit. I forgot what I said back to him. It was probably like one of them bleep like joints that you got put on TV, like the reality TV joints.
Yeah.
But I remembered that. And I'm like, I think I went to the crib and looked at myself like I appreciated him saying that. But fuck you in the moment. Like stop you trying cause I'm busting your ass, you gonna say that. You know what I mean? Pause. So I'm like, you know what I mean? That goes to show you like once that I'm like, yo, I can't let that happen to me again. I can't get ran over no more. You know what I mean? I gotta learn how to tackle better. Right? I had my older players that taught me. I was dedicated, Coach Malik. You know what I mean? I listened, right? Yeah. That's another thing. Yo, athletes, young boys, listen, right? It ain't coaches are not on staff for no reason. They not there to a lot of them be voluntarily too. Like they don't have to be there. Some don't get paid. Yeah. So you think they about to just and they be having families and a whole other jobs. So you think they about to come to practice, slave themselves to tell you what to do and get you better for nothing. They ain't for their benefit. They doing it for you. They did it for me. For the love of it. You know what I mean? I'm somebody like that was shifted that way. Like I seen the difference in the people that didn't listen. I think I was blessed with some type of brain thing where I seen like futures and I understood and I broke stuff down faster and easier than anybody else. So whatever that power is called, I got it and I still got it to this day. And I seen the route and the path that players went by not listening. I seen the route of the path of the people that did listen. Them people that did listen, we all went Division I. So, and the people that didn't listen, the people that did listen went Division I, niggas went on to play balls. My bad for leaving, because some people went D2, whatever. You went to college. Yo, don't you go to college, you go to college. I don't care what college you go to. And this is me, I went to a D1, but I'm telling you, I would still be talking the same way if I went to a D3 or whatever. So everybody that listened, we all went to college. Let me say that. Not D1. We all went to college and played ball still. Even if you didn't play ball, you went to college. For free probably too. The people that didn't listen, some of them not even breathing though. Rest in peace to them. Some of them took a turn that put them in bad positions and still around. So God bless them. They still around, but it didn't go how they wanted it to. Or, you know what I mean? How anybody expected it to go. See, but I seen the difference in that. So like I said, that welcome to high school moment, I'm like, I took an oath that day to, listen, take notes, learn, and get better every single day. Because everybody, it's a lot of other, and then I realized too, it's not just, I'm just thinking Philly football at this time too. A lot of people were just stuck on Philly football. I knew it was teams out Texas, Florida, freaking everywhere that's trying to all go to college too. So I'm like, I was thinking on a larger scale, like, I gotta get in the rooms with these dudes. You know what I mean? Some people was just stuck on Philly football too. That's another thing. And that was a funny time too, because Philly football was really Philly football always gonna be popping, but there was a nice time in Philly football. My class 2020, it was a lot of great players. Northeast, Imhotep, every Mastery, Gratz. Fuck Gratz. I never got to beat them in my freaking life. I never got to beat them. I never got to beat them.
Yeah,
and I would be getting off too. I'll be getting off, but we never won as a team, so I didn't get off. You know what I mean? I'm not that person that walk out and be like, I did my job. You know what I mean? No, we lost. We lost. And you know what I mean? Hats off to them. They got my number. I never got to beat them. But you know what I mean? At that time, there was a lot of nice players, and a lot of people were stuck on just Philly football.
Exactly.
Their mindset was just playing for. I'm thinking like, yo, where the fuck I'm going to college at?
See, you seen something that it took a lot of even people that was older than you to see.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people wasn't. It's hard, you know, when you in your environment and a lot of people don't have, even not to say they didn't have, because I feel like the high school that we did go to, it gave people opportunities to be able to, they gave people opportunities to get better themselves as an individual.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't take them times to themselves to like really notice where they was trying to go. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't think they was going to graduate high school, go farther. Like, I was one of the people, I ain't gonna lie, like, I used to just do a lot of stuff just because I was so okay with my environment. You know what I mean? And seeing, you know, I didn't think, a lot of people didn't think that they was going to go, not to say they was going to graduate high school, but they didn't see themselves actually succeeding.
Yeah. Or
they felt like whatever they was doing was better than the cause. And that is something that a lot of people need to rearrange when they think about life, because at a young age, you're not really thinking about them stuff. Like, you disciplined yourself to think bigger than what it was 9-10 years ago. You see what I'm saying? Freshman year, we had freedom. Like, before y'all even came to Parkway, bro, Parkway was like, still in Leeds. We was on the top floor, bro. I was a freshman, bro. Everything was all over the place, low key. Like, we didn't had a principal. She was sick. We didn't have like rural staff to like really tell us what to do. People leaving school, you know what I mean? Like, that school came a long way. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to like all the principal, to the help in there. Like, you know, it's a lot of like older people that was in Parkway that talked to a lot of the kids. And they had a voice, you know what I mean? A lot of people didn't have a voice at home or outside of school. Like, the environment in Philly got worser, but in Parkway, it was like a second home for people.
Worser.
You know what I mean? So like it got way worser. But I can honestly say that they changed as a lot of, as I got older, that helped me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll leave school, I'll probably be doing something I know I shouldn't be doing around here. I'm involving myself, but to actually go to school, I ain't gonna say I was in school, I was in class every day. But I'll probably do the work, go back in the hallway, or go in class, probably talk the whole time. But like, at the same time, I got through it. And like Ray was saying, you got there for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, God didn't just put you where you're at for no reason, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be sitting here doing no podcast, even talking to Tyrell, or even being able to, you know, just kick it, you know, come on Bspotpodcast if I didn't dumb her down on myself. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people have to understand. You are your own brand. You are your own person. You know what I mean? Everybody holds you to a certain, like, everybody leave with respect with you. If you don't give the same respect, that's when them doors, them people start to separate themselves from you, because they feel as though you are not ready for those type of opportunities or things that is presented for you. So that hinders you in the long run. When you start being quiet and listening, actually taking in what a lot of people were saying. See, when what really humbled me was when I started playing high school football. Where I was walking.
I remember that. I remember that shit.
I was with Tyrell. I was with Quan. We over there walking. They like, B, you need to play. Yeah, come play football. You feel me? Like, you might as well play.
Yeah.
I never get niggas was like, you ain't play football, bro. You trying to go play football? Like, I'm like, niggas telling me to go play.
I'm like, yo, this nigga trying some shit. Yeah, like, y'all laugh at this shit. Watch this nigga become some crazy shit. So, you know what I mean?
Got on that drum. I'm over here playing. I'm over here just like, but I didn't even care to play the games though. It was just the love of having somebody like older guys being there to support you, tell you, keep you pushing, keep you working out, keep you conditioned. You know what I mean? Like that stuff really made me feel good. And then having like brotherly bonds, like I had actual friends like in the football, like we actually bed, we always joking, we talking smack, we over here like I missed that. You see what I'm saying? I ain't had that. I'm out here just running around at the school. Yeah, I worked a lot. You know, I worked 9 to 5s from 9th grade all the way to 12th. Yeah. But that was like a different opportunity for me because it just was like, what else could I do? You know, I played basketball, but the basketball team wasn't really like taking me nowhere. Like
we had old coach and dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't no diss to oh, you ever see this? Because O be seeing my stuff sometimes too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that ain't no diss to
he big with our class.
It just wasn't it. But no, like how you were saying, like you see like how you came with more of, I don't know if you smiled a lot, but you know what I mean? You know how you could have more of a smile now when you walked into that building and you knew you had some workouts that was about to kick your ass. Yeah. But it was like, I'm about to do my boys.
But like, that was the motivation because I watched I watch people my age not take the opportunity. Like we playing football, we not here to argue, we not here to disrespect the older people. Like we are here, like that opportunity is not presented to everybody. We not all here to meet each other for no reason. We not all here to do what we doing for no reason. Like I look deeper into it because it just was like, bro, that team was hot, bro. Like that year was jumping. That year was like we was rolling.
This was my sophomore year.
This probably was your junior year. That was your junior. We was snapping.
Yeah, we was snapping. We was flames.
Hands down, and we was to put the same team together.
That's when we freaking lost to Gretsch.
Wait, we lost to.
We lost to Gretsch at Northeast Field.
It was Northeast. I thought it was
We played Gretsch at Northeast
Field. Oh, we did. That was a chip game, right?
Yeah.
That was the chip game because we played Ben Franklin. We played Ben Franklin.
We was smashing everybody.
Yeah, we was beating everybody. Our team
was flames.
And then
it just
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in the championship.
This what happened, yo. If you watch this, everybody that played on King in that year, my junior year, I guess that's all right. My freshman year, 2017 season.
It was 2017. It must have been. It was like either 2018,
or 18. I don't know.
It was 2018 because I remember because it was the right after 2019, and that's when we was up there I was up at college for like a year. I mean till like December, and then after that COVID hit or something like that.
Yo, whoever was on that team that year, we was nice, but it was the chemistry, like
exactly.
Yo, that shit was like
Shoot.
That shit was like, you ever seen Gridiron Gang?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that's how that shit was.
Literally,
we had some niggas that
literally
just came home. Yeah, niggas on the team, but nigga, everybody nice though. Everybody nice. Like it's a nigga that just came home, but he was nice as a young boy and still got it a little bit. Exactly. You know what I mean? And
played his role. You could put him anywhere on the field.
Everybody played their role. To an extent, then it would when stuff started to hit the fan, then that's when everything started to come light. Sometime there was a lot of individuality going on.
Exactly.
Some people wanted to play superhero and not play their role, but when we literally had somebody in all 11 positions, it was a bull. It was a bull everywhere. But you know what I mean? It just didn't work out.
The freshmen all the way to.
But I think that's what it was though. It was egos. Egos got in the way. Some people, back to what I was saying, you had some people that ain't really want to listen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And those that's successful now, that still maybe playing ball or whatever, y'all will understand why, and hopefully the people that didn't understand at that time understand now why it didn't work out. But that pissed me off, and then next year after that, I went to go win the chip. My next year, I went to go win the chip. I ain't had nobody. Everybody was old. All these niggas was older than me. So I'm like, damn, if I ain't win a chip with these niggas now this year, you know how like niggas talk about Brian, like yo, he gotta win it this year because next year he's not gonna or whatever. That's what it was. It was like, yo, I forgot, like, I was so close with all y'all. Y'all wasn't even in my grade. I'm like, oh shit, these niggas is graduating.
Niggas love.
It's just me. It was me. You remember Shaq? It was just me and Shaq.
Shaq. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, what we gonna do? I think we literally sat down and was like, yo, this how we can't let no shit like that happen again, because we about to have a bunch of new people. You know how a bunch of new people could go when when the program is foreign to them.
Exactly.
From the rip, when we lost, and that's in the fall, we sat down and met that fall and broke it all down. Like, yo, we not waiting till summer camp next season to try to. No, we gotta, whoever coming in, yo, we made a big group chat. If you're playing football with us, yo, we got workout starting tomorrow. We right at it. Like, we not, because we all just felt that, whoever returning, we all just felt that L we just took.
Exactly.
And those that's new, yo, y'all gonna understand that L that we just took and see how we felt about that, and y'all gonna hop on this boat with us. Y'all gonna join along with us. And that was our thing, and we went on and bust mastery ass for the chip. And bust their ass. Bust their ass for the chip. You know what I mean?
I think I came for the homecoming game. I forget who y'all was playing, but y'all was playing some team.
Homecoming. We busted my ass too.
Yeah, I came for that, John. I remember I feel like it was a couple
Homecoming.
It was at Germantown Field.
Homecoming. We played Central.
That's probably what it was.
Bust their ass. That's when I was a receiver. I was taking shit to the crib. I took a bubble screen to the crib. Niggas don't even know I play receiver, but
play both sides.
I mean? Bust their ass. We was busting everybody's ass. We wasn't here to play. I told you, me and Shaq sat down, all the newcomers, yo, this is what it is. Niggas is in the weight room, start buying into the weight room, because schools, so a lot of like public schools be having, resources be scarce. They don't really be having, like, you know how we was working out in the basement with no windows. In the
basement with no windows, no air.
It's only
one fan.
Only like one fan, and you ain't feel the shit. So it's like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm not even about to try to stand in front of it. We got freaking 645-pound plates in the weight room. It's 80 niggas.
Exactly, yeah.
We gotta take turns, do whatever. It's crazy, but you know we
made it work.
I can't even breathe down this mother. I'm slaving. I'm busting my ass, but I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about the outcome of this. I wasn't even thinking about how this shit about to kick my ass. I'm thinking about how this is about to benefit me once the season come. And niggas gonna be like, yo, y'all big. Yo, we was coming to school. Niggas like, yo, y'all big as shit. Yo, nigga, we was coming to school and niggas like, yo, y'all big. Yeah, I know I am. I know I'm big as shit. It wasn't even like a surprise. Remember I told you it sounded like a surprise earlier? Yeah. It wasn't even a surprise at that time. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I know I'm big as shit. I used to go ham on the freebies. Go ham on the freebies. Nigga, I'm going to school. I'm eating. I'm drinking the milk.
Go to Checkers after work.
Niggas used to, even though that shit bad, but in our head, we like, yo, we gotta eat. You know, nigga, kids don't like to eat. When you a young boy, you cool, like you go run around.
Like that's
chill.
what it like, cause people
I start eating niggas. Then me, Quan, shout out Quan, me, Quan, Shaq. Every single morning, my go in reverse a little bit back to my junior year. Coach Jordan, shout out to Coach Jordan, used to take us to is that Fitness 19? You know, back Elkins Park, the gym.
I know what you're talking about. I think it's called. Took me there. We went there.
Whatever time school started, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever. This one we was going to school early. You know, kids that they go to freaking school at like
late, like 8 o'clock.
10 o'clock. I'd be like, yo, when. Cause I live with my little sister, and she be like, I be waking up in the crib like, when you going to school?
Used to be 7 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah, so we going to school at, it was probably 6:30. You had to be there for homeroom or whatever, and but every morning Jordan picked us up from the crib one by one at like 4 in the morning, whatever. We go to the gym, we getting it in. I'm going to school, niggas. Yo, you big as shit. I know I just came from the gym.
He ain't lying. Jordan
it's only 7 o'clock. So what? The gym opened at 3 in the morning.
Exactly.
Or it might have been 24 hours. So I got my ass in there, knowing I still got workouts after school. I applied myself to the game, and that's look at me today. Look at Shaq today. Look at Quan today. Right? May not still be playing ball, but them niggas, they'll tell you the exact same thing word for word that I just said in and explain the benefits that it came with. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
you know what I mean? That's all you gotta do. That's with anything in this world too. Like apply yourself, bro. I don't call it like I think Tech said it. YG Tech said it in the song. He said, I don't call your shit a hustle if it ain't if you part time in it.
Yeah, you can't part time. You
Ain't
can't
no
part-time.
shit part time. You got a part time job. Nigga, work that shit full time. It ain't part time. It's only, I guess they put it in the application that it's part time because the hours that you working, motherfucker, these my only dollar. So I'm full time in this shit. I'm asking for extra hours. I'm overtiming it. Whatever.
Showing up.
It's a hustle, so I'm full time in it. You with this podcast, right? You got another job. But that's your full time job. This your full time job.
Exactly.
I'm sure it's not a day. It's never a day where you're not thinking about your podcast.
Exactly.
I'm thinking about whatever my hustle is, whatever I'm grinding. I'm thinking about that shit as soon as I wake up. Before I go before I go to sleep. I might just have a dream about this shit. Not even might. I have dreams about this shit, literally, and they turn to reality when you put the grind in.
When you put the time and grind in
all day. That's all you gotta do.
And that's what
all you gotta do.
That's what Coach Leak preached all the time. That's what
he
preached
shit just
all
went
the time.
in and out the air with some niggas, but
because people didn't.
I ain't let that with me.
Everybody, and I can be very honest, because I don't like World trying to be he trying to be real what you call it? What you call it? He not trying to make it seem like it. No, not like trying to not say too much on it, like touch too much on it, but. That team right there, the only reason why we went so far is because
niggas was bought in.
Like that relationship was built over just it wasn't even
niggas
like we
ain't
had
just start playing games.
Niggas
was brothers.
Like literally, like we was hanging with each other outside of football.
Niggas done fought in camp. Brothers gonna fight.
Like literally, like arguing,
hitting niggas with helmets,
all that.
But go to the bus stop with niggas. Niggas had to catch the bus at the time. Yeah. Yo, you fighting this nigga, but you gotta wait for the bus with it after this joint. And it might just be y'all two that was fighting.
And it's not.
But that shit crazy.
And that's what I liked about that football team, because that football team was like, it showed like I'm giving a big shout out to everybody from that year, because like that really like demonstrated a lot of hard work and dedication and time and effort. And a lot of people, not to say even now that they not where they need to be or they not where they at today, like, or somebody see people not here. Life comes with big turns. You have to be able to be willing to make sacrifices, fall back from people, figure out what you want. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that play for their football team really was hardworking people. Like, they always had something going on. They always trying to figure something out. They always just trying to, like, think of a bigger picture. It just, a lot of people didn't know how to go right about it sometimes. Yeah. Or even, like, being the face of stuff, because I feel like everybody needed to just play their role. When it came to that football team, just play your rule. I could be honest, I ain't play every game. I got in every game because I played kickoff, I played special teams. But I was happy with that a lot of the time.
That's all a nigga need sometimes, though.
That was heavy.
Everybody not about to be the
heavy.
best nigga. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some people could call me that. But in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm just doing my part. I'm playing corner safety. All right, I'm doing what I gotta do. People don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes to get myself better to lead up to that day. Exactly. I can see him so special because of the things that nobody know what I'm doing behind the scenes. Exactly. I'm working out. I'm training. I'm practicing for these moments.
Exactly.
So when game time come,
I'll get in.
This shit is
I ain't gonna lie. The first time I did get in the game, though, that part was the bit. That part was my funniest. Funniest time. I forget what team it was. It was I don't remember the team. I just remember like the play. So like they did. So they put me in there. They like, yeah, you gonna play safety, and I ain't know if I was a free safety or like a strong safety. Oh no, I don't know if I was like a linebacker. I don't know who Coach I got Malik, in for.
Coach Malik gonna remember this shit.
Yeah, Coach Malik definitely remember it. So he threw me in there. We was blowing the team out. I get in there. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get in here, do a little psych and be a little. It was probably the easiest interception though. Like probably it was
Drop that
crazy,
shit like one of these, yeah?
bro. No, I thought so. I didn't know if I was supposed to. I think I overthought it. So when I got in there, they already told me what to do. We already knew the play.
Like shit like this right now.
Yeah, so like I'm over. Oh, all right, I'm about to get my shot. Time to So I run over there. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go in here. I go over there. I'm like, all right, I lined up. So it was like I think I was supposed to fall back. I wasn't even. I was supposed to just follow the player. But me being me, I chased the quarterback. I don't know why I went for the quarterback, bro. I went right for the because I like hitting. I like Paul. But like I like to you feel me? That was my thing back then. So I like to hit niggas. So I thought that I was just supposed to go for the quarterback. But they was like, no, Brian, yo. Luckily, like if y'all didn't see, I charged. Like I really sped up and got like right to the crib. He threw that joke right when he seen me. Like he straight through it. So I guess it was like a wide receiver. He was running like a he was running like he was like at the Y. He ran straight, like just kept going. And he threw that joint to him because he had helped me.
Wait, you left niggas open? You left somebody open? Wow. That happens to niggas. But when it happens, you like, damn, I'm ass.
Yo,
you the worst bull ever.
Yeah, it was grinding me up the whole ride. It wasn't bad because we was blowing them out, but he had ran, and I think they was probably about to be it was about to be a touchdown too. So Coach Leak was teed. Bro, he got there to field. If someone's in there, I ain't gonna lie. If someone's in there, it would have been a touchdown. But he straight hopped on him. He blocked that joint. I think he either caught it or blocked it. But shout out to Sim for that. He see me.
Damn, yeah, shout out to Sim, man. That was my man too.
But yeah, like, nah. I feel like that year though, like a lot of the times, that's why I said like through high school was probably my best years, my worst years. But to be able to see how everybody played out, even to like, where you went and how you was going. I already seen how everybody was going to play out. That's just the type of person I am. Like this to sit there, even if I'm just watching like how people talk, like I know how everybody was going to, not to say I know, I just had a feeling, I knew who was like dedicated to what they were trying to do. Yeah. And I already knew who wasn't really like, they love it, but they doing other stuff on the back end. Like they got other stuff going on. And that can hinder you sometimes, like you don't have that much support or you not trying to like really hear what people was telling you at the time. And then, like I said, it's been 10 years, bro. A lot of people probably sitting back like, dang, they gonna watch this, bro. They gonna be like, dang, like, yo, like I shoot, like, no, they right, bro. Like, I really could have, did this or I should have had applied it. But that's what I'll be wanting. That's what my platform is Elite Forward to like talk about what was the steps for you, where you got. Damn, I'm more fuck my words up. What was the steps to get to where you at today? Today. You know what I mean? Because it was a journey. It wasn't just like you just woke up overnight and was like, all right, I'm about to just pick up a football up and I'm about to just go in here, throw the football a couple times. No, that came with practice. That came with change of mindset. They came with dedication. They came from, I want something out of this. Like, this is not something that's just going to get handed to me. And a lot of people went to college. Like, a lot of people did, like, take them turns. Football might not worked out in college, but you had
You went to school,
and then
going to school.
And that's the thing. Once you get to college, you meet more people. You meet way different people. Yeah. People that's exposed to different stuff, bringing ideas to you, giving you some type of advice on certain things, and that will open your mind more. Like that's what I said. Being in Philly, like it hinders you in a sense because that's all you're used to. But once you get out of your environment, it'll really bring you to a whole different type of aspect. Not to say that even if you didn't go to college, you probably already had it in your mind what you wanted to do since you was a kid. Yeah. But a lot of people don't. Like a lot of people would just be like, and I was one of them people, I didn't even want to go to college in the beginning. Yeah. So, like I said, it just.
And then, so, like you were saying, like, you don't have to know exactly what you want. Like you
exactly.
I could tell you somewhat of what I had been thinking about at that time. But if you asked me that day what I want to do, I would have been like, I don't know. I'm gonna see what like football do for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I'm like, not even in the front of my mind. I'm like, yo, whatever I'm gonna get out of this is going to be something great because I'm gonna just grind for whatever come next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the thing too. Like you might not know exactly what it is, but just know that something great could happen for you if you stick with whatever it is you good at. Cause to each his own. Everybody got their own
Got
thing.
their own thing. Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
So you
You do your thing, but like I said earlier, you full time hustle that shit.
Exactly.
You apply yourself and don't worry about anybody. Everybody got their own shit.
Exactly.
Breon said that shit probably about me, and I could say that about him. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna make it sound harsh. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck what he doing, but I hope it's something good. But I don't. That's he doing his shit. I'm doing my shit. You know what I mean? He could say the same for me. You know what I mean? Don't ever worry about anybody else shit because it ain't yours. You know what I mean? It ain't your path. And even if it's the same way that you trying to go, God gonna put us maybe on a different trial, but it may end up leading to the same path. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna go different. But even when you veer off, don't look at nobody else's situation. Everybody's shit is different. Everybody's shit is different.
Exactly. And don't be discouraged because it's gonna be times where it's gonna always be times. See, that's the thing, bro. Like it always been times that I doubted myself. Like I ain't even know what stuff was going bad to the point I ain't know what I was gonna be doing. You know what I mean? But that be the thing. That should motivate you. That should want you to want to go harder. Yeah, and that should really that's when if you ain't never, I feel like everybody go through a time in their life when they humble. You know what I mean? You get humbled and then it opens your eyes to a point of view like, all right, now this is the next step I need to do. That
was me getting ran over.
You see, but that opens your eyes.
School, letting the chicks pump me up like, oh yeah, you about to start tonight? We coming. Bet I got the chicks at the game. I'm trying to be all fly and shit. I get my head knocked off.
See, but
you know what I mean? Bet. You know what I mean? I can't let the girl see no shit like that. Yeah, doing nothing like that. Let me get on my grind.
And they will. And what they put the coaches, they will bid on you. They will. They will let you know, like, yeah, you gotta put on your left pocket. Like, but you need that though. Like that's like a big brother. Like you need somebody to be there. Yeah. Especially when you don't have them different attributes in your life, like you know, like Tyrell was saying, he don't living with his mom, had a little sister, like that stuff that I got a little sister. I know how they feel that like you have to build yourself to be a person for your younger siblings, not even for like respect to your mom. You know what I mean, like to your parents, because you are a description of them. You know what I mean? You self-reflect them. So at the end of the day, whatever you do out here reflects to them. And that's, the stuff that he did, like the decisions at a young age, the people that was in his ear talking to him, they built him to be the person he is today. And that's what make me be very, very happy for Tyrell. For real. For bro, right here. No, for real. For real. Cause I'll be like, a lot of people, I watch a lot of people, bro, like talk to people. I have a lot of people that I be around, like, not even just being around, like, they didn't have the same, they didn't take the same opportunity. They ain't look at it, like, or stay dedicated. Like, that's what motivates me every day. Like, that's why I said that football to the going to high school, like, seeing other people, that motivated me. That made me be like, all right, I got to get up every day. Yeah, I'm going to go to do my 9 to 5. I used to get better on for doing my 9 to 5 all the time. Niggas be like, yo, B, you might going to go do the 9 to 5, But,
nigga, what you done?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But you see where I'm at now. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm coming. Like, I ain't have to, I didn't have to shirt myself. So that's why I be saying, don't shirt yourself at an early step. Like, keep going, keep grinding, because it's a lot that come with it. Like, it be a lot of, you never know. This is only the beginning. This podcast only the beginning. It's still going. Same for Tyrell. Yeah, might not be doing this today, but hey, shoot, you wake up tomorrow, you might have an idea, you're going to go full throttle on it, because that's something that you want to do. Yeah, no doubt. And these kids nowadays, man,
They be fried.
They be they be fried.
You could laugh at it sometimes, but it like
it
pisses me off. Like it pisses me off. But I try to do stuff like on the daily. Like my thing always been, if I could just reach to one person. Like, I got kids on my block, and I sit outside sometimes.
Okay.
Mr. Softy come down the block. I buy him ice cream or whatever. I made their day. I made them smile.
Okay.
But I'll tell them. I think I bought them ice cream off the strength of them showing me their grades.
Okay.
I was like, yo, pull up your grades right now. I'll buy you ice cream.
And they probably
motherfuckers, they was quick. Hey, look at my joint. I'm like, whoever could pull their joint out first could get some. Ended up getting all of them some. But you know what I mean? Like my thing, I held a camp last summer. I'm mad I didn't do it this year because I didn't plan it right because I didn't know where I was going to be with ball. And I didn't want to disappoint nobody. So I was just like, all right, let me kind of just wait or whatever. So, yeah. But I hosted my first, it'll be back annual. I got to work on it. But I hosted my first camp last year. And my target was to, on the news, they said, and you could look it up on my Instagram. It was like, Tyrell Mims hosting a camp for kids that grew up in single-parent households, people that grew up in struggles. Kids from where we from, you know what I mean? And
exactly.
I just really wanted the one, and which I did do. I executed it. I gave them a chance to meet some people, right? Okay. I had some of my teammates come out from Villanova, come help out. I had, ODAP.
Yeah.
They came out.
Okay.
And mine was different because what I did was at all of the stations, it wasn't just your regular football camp that kids go to, like this drill, they on the ladder, they hopping over bags, catching footballs.
Okay.
Nah, I made them motherfuckers. One of the stations was sit at ODAP's tent and get a lecture. Not even. It was it was hands on, and they had to answer questions or whatever and participate and stuff like that. I also had, at the time, I had an NIL deal with Ardent Credit Union.
Okay.
I had them come out and give them a little financial literacy game because kids don't know about that. I didn't know what to do with $1 but spend it at the time. I knew how to save. I had shoebox money, but other than that, I ain't know nothing about having an account, putting stuff in a savings. I ain't know nothing about you know what I mean? Investing, credit. We don't know about credit until we get older, and
literally
you messed up because you did some stuff that you had no knowledge about.
A lot of people don't be knowing about credit because we never was taught about it. A lot of, like, in high school, from middle school to high school, credit has been taught to me a lot of times, but I never knew nothing about credit.
So that's what
I can honestly say I ain't learning about it talking with the college. That's why I said, like, a lot of kids don't know a lot of stuff because we are not taught that. They don't want us to know that for real.
And I'm sure, so I had them kids sit down and listen to that, and I'm sure they just baby kids, and they probably like, what the hell is they talking about? But I'm sure they will remember that forever. Remember that.
Yeah.
I gave them some little book bags, some free wood ice or whatever. Okay. You know what I mean? So they was having fun. But like I mentioned earlier, like, I changed somebody's life that day. One of them kids went and probably opened an account. Not yet. I don't know. You got like a certain age.
But they
whatever.
Probably like, I know
they gonna be like, oh, bet. I know this and that. I had them. They took notes. I made them ask questions. Some of them got like kind of nervous. You know, you could be nervous and not want to ask a question.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, nah, y'all raise your hands. You know what I mean? Cause some can be curious and not really. You can hear something, but you be like, I don't know, I'm scared to ask. I might sound stupid. Ask away, cause I'm like, I brought these people here to educate y'all and teach y'all about financial literacy. You know what I mean? So I did that last year. I want to get back to doing that, but again, like I said, what I want to do, I just want to change somebody's life every day, and especially starting with the youth. I do it with I change older people's lives. I had people tell me that, you know what I mean? But it starts with the newborns and everybody that's being brought added to the population.
Exactly.
Because they're learning. They're in the learning. You learn your whole life, But they're in the ultimate learning phase where
Exactly.
anything that they see, they'll pick up.
Exactly.
So I gotta put this stuff in their face for them to know, like, yo, this is what it takes for you to be successful in whatever, not just football, but this is what it takes to be successful. It's tools, it's hard work. You gotta listen. You gotta keep your ears open. You gotta have respect. You gotta respect people. You won't get it back. Everybody know that. Treat people how you want to be treated,
Exactly.
and go hard, full time your hustles, whatever it is. Find something that you good at. You know what I mean? Connect with people. Don't be scared to say hello to somebody. You know, kids walk down the street and give you the brick.
With
They
a
give you
ski
the brick.
mask
You be
on.
like, yeah, I be like, what's up, young boy? Like I say, what's up to everybody that I walk past.
See.
And they might call it weird, but I just was at Villanova in the suburbs where I had to adjust because I'm walking out in the morning and people were saying good morning to
Good
me.
morning.
I'm like, oh shit, good morning. You know what I mean? Shit like a SpongeBob episode.
And it's normal, though.
You know what I mean?
It's
That shit is
normal.
normal. I come
Yeah.
back home. It was like some funny video that was out on Instagram. Like somebody said good morning to somebody, and like Bull was like, "The fuck you mean good morning?"
Yeah.
Like damn, cuz you know what I mean. It be kids like that. You know what I mean. So don't be afraid to talk to
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean? Or you'll be stuck in your box and stuck right where you at.
Nah,
You know what
for
I mean?
real.
Ain't nobody gonna want to talk to you then, right? It's always help around, right? So
Always.
that's all it takes, and
You just gotta be
Yeah.
willing to listen and learn.
you got that's all, bro.
That's something that you
That's
gotta
all
teach
you need to
yourself.
win, bro. That's all you need to win. But how I developed that was my experience in seeing the routes of people. That was always that's how I learned every single thing. Almost like I mentioned it earlier. If this person, I literally will break down like, how did this person lose? How did he end like damn? How he end up like that? Oh, I remember he used to be doing this. Like he wasn't really moving right. He wasn't. Versus me seeing somebody that was, especially in the same spot that I wanted to get to, with some of the things that he did. Okay, let me reach out, surround myself around them,
Exactly.
right? Whether it's one, whoever, make that my crowd. Like I could have been a dickhead in high school. I think I think Jordan told me in high school. Jordan told me this in high school too. He's like, stop hanging with dickheads. Like you gonna be a dickhead too.
For real.
I laughed at that shit. I'm like what? These my niggas. Until you be like, oh, okay. Then you start really like, I do this thing. I guess you call it people watching, but more so like I scope people out. Like what? All right, let me see what this dude be on. Oh no, he not really on my type time. I can't really. Can be a cool person, but I'm not feeling what you be doing. Like you ain't. And when I say on my tight time, like you ain't gotta be a football. Most of my niggas ain't football players. I'm probably like the only athlete like out of my group. But these niggas is hustlers. That's what we all got in common.
Exactly.
One of my niggas drop mail off every day. You know what I mean? I got another nigga that work on cars.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They doing
My
something.
man got a shop in the mall. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like everybody doing their thing and everybody dedicated themselves to it. And literally, I had to sit down with my homies one day in the group chat, and they like, I just randomly was like, "Yo, what y'all want to do? Like, let's make $1. Like, let's do something. You know what I mean? Let's put something together." And they was all with it. Like, they was all ears. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. Surround yourself with good people, bro. Cause
They want to grow.
Cause if they ain't, you gotta notice that for you. That's where it take for yourself, where you gotta be a man or a grown lady, whatever.
Yeah,
You gotta be grown and be like, all right, like you cool. You know what I mean? You know how many
for real.
friends we all had when we was in high school?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to like 3 of them boys now. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? I'll chunk
Yeah.
you like this with the swiftness if you ain't really
Trying
what
to.
I'm with. It's just like chicks again. Like if you ain't really what I'm looking for, all right, we gotta part ways. Like
Exactly.
it ain't it ain't me, it's you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't. I wasn't about to say it ain't you, it's me. It ain't me, it's you. So let me get my ass away from you, cause that ain't it. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna help. I need you to benefit me as much as I could benefit you too. The people that I'm around today, they benefit me. They may motivate me in one way or something. I return the favor, right? I do something for them, and we don't count those. You know what I mean? We don't count them, but that's just how it works when you got that type of relationship.
That's how it goes,
right? I could put you on this hustle, okay? Because you know what I mean. I might know these people. Oh, I know you're good for this, and you wouldn't mess my name up. All right, bet I could put you on this. I know such and such that do this. Bet you is looking to do this. All right, bet come on. I know somebody that do this. The same exact thing. You know what I mean? And that's how you build. You gotta build your team up, dog. Like
got to.
You know what I mean? I think I was watching. I don't remember exactly how it went. You know, state property. That's my group. You know what I mean? And like Beans like broke it all down like one time. Like he do this on a team. Everybody got a rule, just like football, right?
Exactly.
So not even in the street, just your circle. Everybody got their part. Like you know what I mean? Like this person, I got a homie that went to college for this. You know what I mean? He gonna go on and do this. Bet he know I play football. He like bet I'ma help you in this aspect. You go pro. Bet I could be this for you, so you ain't gotta go on and pay somebody else for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My other man work on cars or something. I ain't gotta go pay. You know, cars, arm, legs, and everything. Bet I could take this to my man. You know what I mean? So build your team up only with people that will help you grow and you help them as well, right? So don't be around no people that's stuck in one spot, because they'll hinder you. That'll make you stay in the same spot. Yeah. You ain't gonna go nowhere. They ain't going nowhere, and then it's a ripple effect. It'll just stay like that the same way, however long, until you decide to break that up and change. You know what I mean? I realized that early. I realized that super early. But with the help of people like Jordan, Malik, my mother, my very good friends that I'm still friends with today, they helped me realize that. I knew what good people were early. I knew who bad people were. You know what I mean? If you understand what I'm saying. Like I knew. Yeah. I knew what was right from wrong early. I knew what was right from wrong, and that's something that you gotta realize early on. You have to, because the later you might fall into something that you ain't even trying to be in. That you ain't even trying, because you ain't know what was right from wrong. And some people, you know what I mean. Like, I want to say this too. Like, stop blaming it on stuff if you don't know what's right from wrong. I ain't grow up with my dad. You know how they say. People like that's like the norm, like where we from. Everybody is just like, it's automatically. You feel like people use one thing that happened in their life at a young age, which hindered them their whole entire life. Yeah, and I don't like that when people do that, because I didn't have much, but I know somebody out here that grew up exactly kind of how not exactly, everybody joined different, but in the same having somewhat of the same journey, growing up in the same setting, and you go on and do some bullshit. Like, what you can't blame that on this. You know what I mean? I ain't have my pop neither. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I said, it's a norm. Like, niggas used to be like, yo, your mom this, your mom this. You already know niggas ain't had a dad, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yo, can you ask your mom? Why you ain't say, can you ask your dad? You know what I mean? Because niggas know that shit, but you know what I mean? That's like a norm, and I hate when people use that as an excuse. I feel like people, you know it can be motivation. You know what I mean? Use it as I use that as my motivation. I only had my mom. And so, like I said earlier, I wanted to go to college, so she ain't got to pay for it. She already got to pay for everything. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'm not about to have her pay for school. Y'all tripping. Let me bust my ass and go do what I got to do. Handle myself as a man. That's what made me become a man early. When you got to make decisions that could be life changing. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I could touch bases on that, because I feel like I had a lot of friends growing up that didn't have both parents in their life.
Even to like it is a grown adult to
Yeah.
cause I'm 25 now, so I can honestly like say that dad it hinders certain people because it's all about the way they look at life. Everybody look at life differently. They don't look at like you might look at it as an opportunity to motivate yourself because you got your mom was on top of you going to school. She talked to people like a lot of people. They don't really look at a lot of stuff the same because it's all about their atmosphere, the people they around. Like you said, it's all about how you brung up. If you always had an outlet, like say it's this, you didn't have no outlets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't had people. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't. I don't know. Like if you did, but like if you had opportunities. You used your opportunities. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying though, it gotta come from within at some point. At some point, you gotta be like, yo, this is dickhead shit. You know what I mean? I don't care if you had nobody.
Like I ain't saying if you out here, if you ain't out here,
if it was possible and you could be born without a mom and dad and you just literally just came up individually and you had to learn, motherfucker, you gonna know what led up to a motherfucker going to jail versus another motherfucker going to make $1 million.
Exactly. It's all about
you gonna know what them routes look like. You know what I mean? So then, at some point, you gotta grow up and understand what it is I want to do versus what I don't want to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, so, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to change and be a bigger man, be somebody better.
I felt that.
At the end of the day, you can always be blessed with support. Many people may not have that much, but when you got it, take it.
Take it. Yeah. That's how I basically where you get the opportunities, take the opportunity. A lot of people don't take the opportunity. Yeah. So you can't even I don't even blame the parent for not being there. I just blame the individual because a lot of the time they really don't take them opportunities. Like they look at the opportunities to slack off of it. And you can't slack off if you know you won't have nothing else to fall back on. Yeah. So
you could blame
like you said.
Don't blame nobody but yourself, motherfucker. Yeah. Pointing fingers don't mean that mean jack. Like you can't blame this person. That motherfucker is not you. So they cannot make you do anything.
Yeah.
They might can, but if they making you do something, that motherfucker gotta go to jail or something, because it's probably bad. If they physically making you do something. But you can't blame them. You can't. All this motion don't even look right with my hands. That looks nutty. Doing all that is me. Is the man, the person. Everybody wake up and they look in the mirror. That's the motherfucker that makes the decisions for your life at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That person you look in the mirror every day, that's who you challenging. That's your enemy, that's your opponent. That could be your best friend. That's all in one. That person you look in the mirror is the motherfucker that makes the decision for the rest of your life. Can't point to nobody else. You can't blame. The blame game is
coming from the.
It's an ass game. Blame game is an ass game.
Shoot, yeah, you ain't
I seen motherfuckers that played that game. It don't end up well.
It don't feel bad when you do blame yourself. Conquer that. Lose that as motivation too. Like sometimes when you do fall short, you do gotta look yourself in the mirror and say that you fell short, but you can bounce back, and it can happen. Like I don't know. That's just snap. That's just the type of person I am. Like I'll motivate you, but you gotta be able to be willing to motivate yourself too. Yeah. I can't force you to want to be great. You gotta want it for yourself too. Just like they say, like I can't fight for you. You gotta fight for yourself first. They're not gonna, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else gonna believe in you.
End of the day.
At all. So I mean, that's why you gotta put that time in. You gotta put that time aside. Stop worrying about females every day, waking up. Yeah, bro, with Lil John, I'm about to hit up. I'm about to go see tonight. I mean, maybe you just need to stay in the crib, read some books. I don't know, watch some videos.
Y'all motherfuckers gotta read, cause I heard, yo,
read some books.
like, I don't curse much, but I use the S word, the poop substitution word, maybe sometimes. You know what I mean? But other than that, I seen some people that can't say a sentence without cursing. I seen dudes that and we used to be the bid when you get popcorned when they call you in class.
I'm trying to think. I was about to say popcorn.
You trying not to look at nobody because you, bro, read. Just before you get put in that situation and end up the bid. Yeah. Just like me, just like we was talking about football, how I prepare to be great. Yeah. To save myself from being a bid, I gotta prepare myself so I cannot look like the bid.
That's the bid.
Lord, read a damn book. Y'all need to read damn books and get off TikTok so much, right? It can be educational at times, but read a dang book. I got a stack of books. I got a shelf just for books in my room. Like I gotta look at them. I gotta look at them when I go in.
You know, I work with kids, so like I be seeing how the newer, like the younger kids and how they are.
Yeah,
a lot of them don't like school. Like they'll really.
I never liked school neither.
Yeah. Like, you're not going to like it. I ain't going to lie. You got to work.
I just knew I had to do it.
Yeah.
I knew I had to do it.
They choose rather to be so limited when they do that because you're so young. You're only in 3rd grade. Like, why is you taking the opportunity to sit there and say, no, I don't want to do nothing.
They get more fried the younger they be.
And then they what you call it, they so wired to their friends, like, you can't even be yourself. It's like
you the big.
Yeah, like you got
nobody want to be the big.
Yeah, they don't want to be the kid. That's like
humiliation. That's a part of being great. You gotta take humiliation. That's a part of it. Like you gotta be able to take a lot of it. I've been in situations where I'm like, all right, freak it. They laugh at me. If I gotta be the big in order to get to where I'm trying to go ahead and laugh it up.
Especially because once you do something different and you not the one getting cursed out every day, sent home, getting suspended, your mom pitting belt the butt every 2 seconds.
That's really the bid.
Like, you know what I mean?
You the
like,
bid.
You really the bid because that's all you getting. That's you the one that's always getting in trouble. I got kids that sit in the classroom, bro. I'll probably be with, because you know I'm a 1-on-1, so I'll work with a kid. They'll be sitting there. I'll be looking at the other kid. I'll be like, bro, look at her. She just doing her work, bro. She just sat there, finished, raised her hand, quiet all class. That's all you. No, they don't even bid on her. They be like, she a nerd. She's a weirdo.
Yeah, bid on
but
it. Like, yeah, they bid on it. Like,
but I'm like,
you know, I know how young boys talk.
Like, yeah. So but no, he be going in, bro. They
more babies.
They're more disrespectful now than it was before. Like, yeah, we might get smart or a little, you know, if the teacher, you know, it always based off the teacher you working with. But whatever, what they learn at home
is what they seeing.
What they learn at home, they come to school. They telling me, I had an young boy tell me to my feet, like, yeah, my mom don't care if I go to school or not, I'm doing good or not. She don't care.
And then another thing too, some parents don't know they be like that, and these kids be living 2 lives. And do some other shit at school.
Exactly.
But and the parent be like, what? He don't because you know how the story always go when somebody passed away, there was some killer, a cold killer too. Mm-hmm. Oh, my baby was a. No, you didn't even know what he was doing.
He was lying the whole time.
Yeah, this boy was. He was a goody 2-shoes in the crib out of respect for the house, and went outside reckless.
It was a villain.
And was
these kids in school, bro. They listen to they turn the King Von on for the rip. They like, yeah, this is my idol.
It's
right
not
here.
Even King Von no more. It's the boy. Let's talk about that shit. It's the rappers. I always say, you will never even. You could go through my music right now on my phone. I do not listen to nobody in Philly, except for I like the dude. Shout out Amir Ali. That's my man too. I was banging his tunes since he had first. You know about him? Yeah. Like this was like a couple years ago. I was listening to his stuff. Shout out to Unc, P&B Chiz. You know what I mean? I love music where they motivate, and it may not always be motivational, but it ain't something that's drawn like something negative. I hate negative music. I listen to freaking jazz.
Yeah, I mean
blues. Like I listen to stuff like that.
I feel like
I listen to old school rap.
See, and that's the crazy thing. Like I feel like rap is more promote. Like I be like, I interview rappers. It's not that they promote it. That's them telling their story. I just feel like,
and some of them stories be damn fake. Look, I ain't gonna say no name. I ain't gonna say no name. But look, to the niggas, look, cause I went to school with some of y'all. Me and Breon went to school with some of y'all. I went to school with some of y'all. Y'all grew up. Some of y'all niggas had mom and pop. Y'all niggas had grannies around. Y'all niggas had nannies. Y'all niggas had niggas watching y'all. And y'all had a whole village to change y'all Pampers. Y'all niggas grew up how everybody aspires to grow up and go and mess it up and try to be this. And yeah, they may not be promoting it, but they are unknowingly. Because you don't, like I said earlier, your whole life is on a microscope. Everybody's seeing what you're doing.
Yes.
And somewhat they'll take from it. That's why I motivate all day on the gram.
Yeah, they'll use it.
It's kids that DM me all the time and love that stuff. You know what I mean? Because I know if one day I slip up and decide to be a dickhead and post some drawing shit with some gats or something in my hands, them same kids, it's kids that watch my stuff.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh, bet he doing this."
So wow.
So let me do that.
Well, sure. If he's saying y'all
niggas, if y'all really, cause it be niggas that be having beef with each other too.
Yeah.
But they don't even know why they beefing, cause some old heads was beefing. In 90, in the 90s.
Like,
so you trying to live on.
I'm going too far. 1990 or something.
Well, niggas was beefing in the 90s, but niggas wasn't killing each other. It was like an entertainment thing, especially if you was rapping. But then you did have niggas really beefing, but you ain't even hear about them niggas because
they didn't
beef, you don't touch.
And the internet wasn't even out there.
And so now these little niggas is beefing. I'm scared of little niggas. It be niggas 13 that be drawn. Because they want to carry on a beef that they heard about from back then. And so if you from this street, because I heard from back in the day, if you was this street, we wasn't messing with you. Oh, bet I gotta live that on. I gotta go kill it. I gotta go do a drug.
Exactly.
That shit is crazy. Y'all gotta, and all right, if y'all gonna do that, I can't, you know what I mean? I can't just go about y'all business. Don't come to me. I'm scared of y'all. I'm scared because y'all be young boys too. I'm scared of y'all. But I'm going to say that on camera. I'm scared of y'all. Please, if you do that business, keep that business over there because I do this business. I sit on podcasts with people. I do this. I'd rather do this than be outside after the street lights go out and just be a dickhead. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you a dickhead. That's what that is. It's behavior. But you know what I mean? Those that aren't, that I went to school with, and that's not really y'all, stop doing that because people are looking at y'all. Stop going on and faking your life. Stop faking, dog. Stop faking. I went to school with y'all. We was good. You was always a good kid. So don't change your image. Your name, you yourself is your brand. So don't go on and shift it because it look cool. It's people watching you, dog. Just go on and be yourself. It's cool. It's cool you go on, you get married, you just have that regular life, you get a crib in the burbs, you move out the state, the city. That's cool.
That's different.
I want to live like that.
Yeah.
I want to live like that.
That's different.
I might have had them days where I was like, cause then this where the cerebral part come into too. I can, when we was in high school, I would listen to like, some drill shit or whatever, but I'm not drilling. I just like how it sound or whatever. But then it turned into liking, cause our wave, I feel like we was the last of it to understand the difference and what that was. We could listen to it. You not no killer. I hope you're not. But cause some niggas walk in disguise. But niggas could listen to that music and not go do it. These little niggas now is listening to this and going to do it.
It's a difference from
They
protect.
going to do it.
See-
They turning it into reality.
See, it's a difference from protecting yourself and going out here and doing something harm to people. See, I'm a guy that grew up with guns all his life, but I don't. That don't mean for me to go out here.
Like you saying, you had guns.
No, like
You was
that
around
my dad,
guns.
yeah, I was around guns, but that don't mean I went out here and picked my dad or somebody gun up to go shoot somebody. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't go out here and like, all right, for example, right?
Yeah.
I had a lot of people in my life that died from gun violence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they don't. I'm not going to always look at a lot of stuff. Like I get where. See, this the thing, right? Where it comes down to who you are as a person.
Yeah.
If I present myself as a person, like I'm a person of this, right? I stick by this rule. If you don't cross that barrier to have me even having to do all that, I won't even be on it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I ain't saying that I'm out here, I will be out here drilling somebody. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to be out here killing. But I'm going to protect mine. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the people that make sure I'm cool every day.
Yeah.
These are people that help me eat. These are people that help me sleep. You know, I got 2 parents. I got a grandma. You see what I'm saying? I got people that in my life, like my grandpa passed away. My uncle done passed away. Like these, you know, like these are people that was very important to me. Like he passed away. Like that was a person that kept me going every day. Like big, call my phone faithfully.
Yeah,
You
that
feel
was
me?
everybody, man.
So you see what I'm saying? So to sit here and people be sitting here like saying like, all right, yeah, like y'all out here drilling, like it's not even about the drilling part about it. It's about how you going about it. Like I'm not about to go out here and drill 5 young boys just because they cool with a person that killed a person. You see what I'm saying? I'm not about to be out here crashing. I'm not gonna mess my career up, but I will never respect it. You see what I'm saying? I would never like make you feel like what you did or how you moved on that situation was smart. You feel me? But I'm not promoting it. That's not what my podcast is for. My podcast ain't for all that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want people to feel as though that is cool, because it's really not. Like, y'all got young boys out here drilling people. You got young boys over here talking crazy to grown adults and all that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how the streets, like the real streets, bro, was way different. Like, when I was younger,
The street
Start-
niggas, the
street
street
niggas,
niggas. You
like-
leave everybody else out of it that ain't in the
they
street.
in the streets.
and
see
you
what I'm
go
saying?
do your street thing. Because I'm
Yeah.
not going to tell you what to do.
But like a lot of kids in this generation,
Mixing
they
it
try
up.
to. It's so normal. I wasn't here for. We was in college, bro. Like I wasn't even here for the stuff that was going on. So I can't speak on
Yeah.
why these young boys out here. But what I can say is, if it's not that deep or it's not that, if they feel as though it's deep to them, let them do what they gotta do. Let them crash out. Because at the end of the day, the kids that you can save, the kids that you can talk to, that's willing to hear what you gotta say, that's the kids you talk to. The ones that want to sit run around here with shiesties, talk crazy to people. Let them run. Like,
It was
let
hot
them.
as shit the other day. I
'cause-
seen young boy in all black.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, I
It
was,
is
I
hot
was walking
outside.
too. I'm like,
It's
yo, let me
hot.
cross
It's
the
not even.
fucking-
It's not
let
even
me
cold
cross
outside.
the street. This nigga
It's
tripping.
not cold.
Yeah.
It's getting hot outside. Let things play out for a reason.
Yeah.
We are in that era where people got a freedom of speech. People feel as though they need to speak on a lot of stuff or be involved in stuff. If that's their lane, let them rock out. That's their lane. You see what I'm saying? I would never try to tell somebody, if that's what you want to, that's the stuff that you back and that's what you want to put on your platform.
Yeah.
You know, that's not all what rappers are standing for. Like I got homies that rap. You know, that's not all they push out. You know, that's what they promote. Not to say, you know, that stuff be okay all the time.
Yeah.
But that's how they eat. That's what help them eat. Not to say it's good to put music out, but that's not all the music they make. I got homies that make good music. They ain't even here to talk about no drilling. They talk about all motivational stuff in their music. You know what I mean? It's all different type of music. It's all about what you choose to pertain yourself around. I don't listen to. I ain't gonna say I don't listen to Philly rappers, since I do sometimes periodically. I listen to everybody.
I just hate that shit because, yo, that's the thing. I'm not in the mute. Look, nobody don't even know. I be rapping sometimes, but I always had the love for music. I never play around. I go to the studio. I play around with like music because I always just love music that much. Like I grew up on music, so a lot of people that know me, I know I listen to oldies all day because that's what I heard. I heard like I grew up to that stuff. So like people that's rapping now, back to like what we were saying, like y'all be stop playing with this stuff. This is this life ain't a game when y'all, cause y'all be good kids. Yo, people be good. Y'all be nice people. You don't gotta, cause fun fact, when you die, people forget about you after a certain point.
Facts.
After a certain point, it's you know, a day to a week, maybe a month at max. Is long live Ty, as long live Man, as long live Freak, or whoever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After that,
Meanwhile,
you done out here. Like, ain't nobody, it's on to the next. So, when y'all run around and playing with y'all lives like that over something that y'all have no background knowledge on, and you defending something that little niggas be 17, you don't even know what freaking county is right outside of us. You know what I mean? You ain't even seen nobody yet. You ain't meet nobody. You ain't even live life yet.
you ain't even travel.
I didn't live life
You ain't
yet.
even
I'm
travel.
23. Might be 24. I didn't live life yet at all. There's much more to come. You know what I mean? But it's not. This life ain't nothing to play with, young boy. Like this, I try my hardest, and hopefully more people do. Like to try to change people's lives. I host free events. You know what I mean? The more I try to make more resource. When we was young boys, it was parks and all that. We was playing tag, manhunt, whatever, catch a girl, free girl, it was everything. You was outside. You just had to be back in when the street lights went on.
Exactly.
You was outside playing. We had clubs and stuff to go to, recs, outside the courts, parks. Now, it's not too much of that. Some people working on building stuff or whatever. Making the Boys and Girls Club popping again, like make that a thing. That was a thing that saved your life after school because it kept you busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, it's not too much. And so, you know, I challenge everybody out there, whatever you're doing, just help out the next in whatever way you can, whether that's one person versus 1,000 people in your community. I challenge you to do something in order to change somebody's life. You get that done, whatever it is. Like,
For
I don't
real.
care what you doing in life. Just stop, because we all witnessing the same thing. Everybody that's growing up, the next generation is getting weaker and weaker. And at some point, they gotta be the new adults, like how we are now. And then they gotta be the grandparents and go on to. They ain't gonna do nothing but pass down what they know to the younger, and then it'll be a cycle. I feel like we one of the last, going strong. So, you know what I mean? They gotta be somebody out of us to go on and change and make that pivot for the up and coming generations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I felt that, bro. I'm feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of kids, see, we was in a generation where we had people hopping on our ass. You know what I mean? We had a lot of
Yeah,
things
and
to
you
do
got
after
your butt
school.
whooped. Crazy. Nobody feel like that. Like, nobody feel like getting their butt whooped. So let me just do what's right. You know what I
Like
mean?
a lot of these kids,
There's nobody to whoop their butts.
yeah, bro. Like a lot of these people
Kids
don't
is
got,
friends with their moms.
yeah.
So, cause people are,
In our
some people our
generation,
age too,
you see what I'm
had
saying?
kids early.
See, you can't even say our generation, because our generation is the reason a lot of this stuff sparked up to make the younger generation think it's
Some
okay.
people in it, but I felt like we was just the last wave. Like, I don't know, bro. Yes, some people in our yes,
Yeah,
there's people
like
in our generation.
I ain't gonna say.
But we the last half. I don't know. I
It's
don't even
not-
know what the ratio is.
It
but
might look like it. It might look like it's all kids.
us growing up, we
Yeah.
knew what was
Yeah.
right from wrong.
Yeah,
We knew that shit.
yeah,
We
like
knew that shit.
and but they stand on it. You see what I'm saying? It was different. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them don't stand on. They don't have no. They beefing off of words, posts, like certain things. It's just be like, all right, like yeah, okay. Like back then, like I don't know. I don't like even our generation. They play the. I don't play the internet. I'm not an internet type of dude. You see what I'm saying? Like I would never sit on the internet and make a platform.
COVID.
Yeah, like and that was a prime example. I knew
Niggas got bored.
I knew when COVID hit, a lot of stuff was going to spike up. Only because they gave more people.
Crap on the net.
Yeah, like it gave people opportunities.
You know you ain't seeing nobody. Build up some hot shit on the gram.
You see what I'm saying? Now it's all this. Oh yeah, he said this and he feeling this way. Like
wait till they let us back outside.
I'm not a social media boy like that, bro. Like I like the. I don't know. I don't do it on the, like if I had an issue, I never like sat on Instagram and talked about it. Try to make it a known thing. Try to like. A lot of people sometimes it's always best to like. I was always told things is gonna play itself out. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not cool with somebody, person that we not around each other, or this person like if we meant to be cool again, we be cool again. We meant to not to be, we not gonna be like. And I stuck by that even to the day because things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? Things play us out for a reason. Damn. You became who you were for a reason. You know what I'm saying? To speak back to these kids, to like whatever lane you wanted to step into, the friends you have around you, that's really what was made for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, this is the lanes that they was opportunities and things that lanes that they felt as though was best for them. Not to say it's always gonna be right. You know what I mean? You might have your own outlook, but you just gotta respect it because that's they hustle. Like a lot of the time, I don't make comments on people because I know that once you make a comment on them, it's like you judging them in a sense. It's like, all right,
that shit be hurt, but you don't see let that shit hurt you.
You see,
it's gonna be people like that.
It's gonna be people like that, and you gotta know how to. You gotta know how to just go about that. Cause say if I sit on here right, and all I do is just slander like slander like I'm just gonna throw anything out there. I say I did slander rappers, right? What is that going to do? It's going to just make a platform. That's me building a platform off of just slandering somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but hopefully it just motivates some of them.
Hopefully it motivates
some people, but everybody ain't going to take it as motivation.
But everybody not going to take it as motivation. Because then you see we got people that's out here that do that. You know what I'm saying? You see these people out here that do stuff like that. And this is their story. This is stuff that they back to the day they die. You know what I'm saying? This is their legacy. So I never would try to do that because I hear where they coming from when I do listen to certain people. Everybody I don't listen to because it's people we went to school with, it's people that rap and stuff, it's people that sit on there and that's what you want to do, that's what you going to do. You see what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit here and be the person to be. I might try to guide you. I might try to give you some advice. I might even try to hop on podcast, talk about your to build your platform. But I'm never going to try to make you feel hindered on having your voice because that's what you want to promote. Now,
that's never what you really want to do. You just trying to let him know, like, yo, this what you doing too.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
It's like when you got that out of pocket homie, like, because when you got that out of pocket friend, you either rock with him or you cut him off. But if you trying to roll it out, right, and make that your homie, you gotta let him know what he doing that's nutty. If you want to do that, all right, cool. I'm just not banging with you no more.
Exactly.
But I'm about to let you know what you doing, give you a chance. Like, okay, yeah, that was nutty. I shouldn't. All right, bet. My man, cool. You could check me too.
Because a lot of people not gonna see. That's why I say a lot of people is not. Yeah, nobody's gonna let you check them.
You can't.
You can't this day and age is different. We at that age where it's okay to just fall back. Okay, we never gotta say nothing. Like, all right, he gonna know. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really explain it to the fullest ability because I deal with people on a level of you respect me, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's not bad blood, it's not no issue. I'm not leading with no issue with people. A lot of the times people are just conflicting people. You don't even have to, you will notice it from a mile away. That's stuff that you grow. Like, I know, I've been through a lot, bro. Like, I seen niggas, I've vividly seen people do, I've vividly seen a lot to say, I'ma know if you talking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or I'ma know if you out here you just out here, you not even moving right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never going to downplay, like, that's what you want to do. That's what you want. That's the lane you want to take. This is what you backing it for. That's why you doing what you doing. That's why it hit me a little deeper. That's why I do podcasting, because it just was like, this something different to put people, to make people be like, all right, let me go on a platform and promote something that I want to do, you know, or I want to, you mean. Not to say everything is going to always be right. People ain't always going to have the right mindset on what they want to do, but they have to fall, or that's where God or whatever, that's the lane they got to step into. And if it don't work out, that will probably push them to do something way different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody don't see the same thing early. That's why I said, like, certain people that's built and see it from a beginning stage, and certain people that just don't see it, bro. Like, you can sit here and tell a person what he do is dumb. He'll be looking at you like, you don't understand. He like,
I gotta kill you. Yo, that shit. Yo,
not even he gotta kill you. Like, you just not.
That's
you
what
a
niggas
turkey.
doing now. They
You a
kill
turkey.
you. Tell them that they nutty.
You ain't on that when I'm on, because you a bitch. And da-da-da. But that's not going to. That's not what you. That's not what it really is. What it really is.
And now the nigga that was trying to check you, now he like, nigga, what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right,
so
nigga, what you want?
So it's like,
crazy.
I don't know, like the men that I ran across, bro, they respected me for a lot of stuff. The lean and the things I do now, because back then I could have been doing something totally different. You see what I'm saying? But everybody don't got friends like that. Everybody don't got people around them to be like, oh, young bro, like you drum. Why you even trying to be around all that?
Yeah.
So you just gotta hold the fence, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say, like, it's a lot of guys we went to high school with. They definitely sat there. And I'll be a little mad. There's a lot of people I didn't say here. I was like, oh, that's what you. Oh, okay. You
saying like to now what they doing?
Yeah, but like I don't. I let them.
I see that stuff all the time.
I don't make them feel uncomfortable about being themselves, because that's what they want to do. Do it. You know what I'm saying?
It don't even be being themselves. These niggas, it be somebody else that they be being. But I see what you.
You gotta let them. That's what they want.
I just brought that up. Moral of the story. Just end of the day, be yourself. Yo, I got it tatted on me. I say it every day. Stay true, live honest. Stay true and live honest. Yeah. Be who you are. Stay true to yourself.
Cause that's a thing.
And be honest. Once you step out your lane and try to be somebody else, just know that it was niggas in that lane that's really in it. That you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you want to play with that? Like I said, life ain't no game.
He ain't lying.
I know not to play no game with this stuff, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But be who you are, man. Stay true and live honest. Hopefully, some of y'all see this message and wake up and be like, damn, you know what?
Let me think a little different.
I am on some bullshit. I am on some bull junk. Let me pick it up. Or some people will be like, whatever this nigga talking about, I'm about to go keep drilling these niggas. Cool. Not cool, but cool. I just wanted to get my message across. Oh, if you heard me, that's all I could do. You could take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. I could tell you what's going on. I could tell you what's right from wrong. I could tell you what to do. I could tell you what not to do. I gave you options. You didn't have options before. You didn't know what was going on. I just showed you my life. I showed you somebody else's life. I showed you what it takes to get this. I showed you what it takes to... Now you got a table of what to pick from. It's a line down the middle. Mm-hmm. It depends if you want to put it on the good side, you want to put it on the bad side. You want to choose that? All right, cool. I brought you to the water. Okay. What you going to drink? You going to drink the water? Or you going to be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm glad you brought me here. You know
so do you have any of the other wise words before we get finished for the day? You know, Bspotpodcast, you know. Any kind words for the people, you know? That
was all the motivation I had. Everybody know me. I motivate all day. My niggas call me Martin Luther King. That's funny, but that's you know what I mean. Freak it. It gotta be somebody. I'll be the one to do it.
Okay.
Well, I want at the end of the day when I leave this world, and my time come, I just want for everybody to know that I had an effect on somebody, and that could be just one person in this whole world, and they go on to be great. That's all, man. Like I don't ask for much. I don't ask for nothing at all. Nobody even knows what I want. You know what I mean? Because I don't ask for nothing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I do what I do. I hustle full time, and I give game to those that's growing up because I know what it's like to not have to lack resource and for whatever that I'm doing and pass it on because I made my way out of that situation and became greater. You know what I mean? So I just hopefully that you'll have me added on this. My followers, your followers get to see this, so twice as many people get to see this,
Mm-hmm.
and just sit down. And I know some of y'all attention span may not be that long, but sit and watch this shit because I'm not no bullshit dude. Breon's not a bullshit dude. B Spot Podcast do not bring in bullshit dudes. I hope you don't do that in the future. But this is game. I didn't just give y'all game, and
You're the
I hope
sub.
y'all take it. Look, I do. I want to, cause I'm an independent business owner. This was the joint that I put you on.
Mm.
Um, I'm an independent business owner. I work for a team that partners with Amway, my manufacturer. And what
Oh
they
yeah.
do is they bring in product for me to sell. I have my own website, right? And I want y'all to check this out. My Instagram is prowellness.shop. Again, PROWELLNESS.shop. I want y'all to check it out. I sell over 350 plus products, right? And that's everything from for the ladies, beauty supply products, right? Stuff for your
Mm.
hair, so you could keep looking pretty, beat the face up,
Okay.
whatever. You get your teeth right, some toothpaste. Everything is plant based. You get organic mouthwash, right? Even down to my athletes, you know what I mean, and people that want to live a healthier lifestyle, vitamins and supplements. I've been a vitamin dude for a while, you know what I mean. That's why I look like how I do. I'm treating myself well, right? I drink grass fed protein. You know what I mean? And I'm doing that. That's what I do. I am. I told you I train people. Right? You want to
Yeah.
get in with me? Any young DBs in the city that y'all want to get better? I'm an outlet for y'all. Y'all can come to me, ladies and gentlemen. I do. Also, I fitness train. You want to get your body right? It's never too late. I don't care that the summer is tomorrow. It's never too late. You don't gotta look right just for the summer. I like to look good just as how I do in the summer and in the winter. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? If you serious about it, you
Exactly.
come to me. You follow my page, Rel Mims, ProWellness.shop, and we here. Shout out Breon for having me on the B Spot podcast, and that was game.
So, shoot, going it up, man. No problem, man. Thank you for coming. Feel me?
Appreciate you, dog.
No problem.
I had to hunt him down, dog. It wasn't long though. I know he had just started. I'm
Feel
like,
me?
I know I gotta get on this joint, but
Had to get it together.
nah, that was I love that.
The
I love
much
that.
love mean a lot. You know, everybody,
Keep
hop
it
on
going
there.
with this joint. Like I told you, I don't know if it was recording earlier too. Like the difference in some people, right? Everybody could do a podcast because niggas is doing it. You see Wallow Gilly doing it. You see Shannon doing it. You see whoever. So you're like, oh, bet I could start one. Have
Anybody
a
can.
personality,
Yeah.
right? Cause ain't
Yeah.
nobody gonna sit back and just watch a motherfucker just sit in front of. You can have the
Sit in front of
nice
the camera.
lights, cameras, and everything. The nice little pictures. I love Pac being up here. Pac, my man,
Yeah.
West Coast rider. I got a West Coast shirt on right now. I love Pac, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Have a personality, be entertaining, and just yeah, keep doing what your motive is. Your whole mission statement right now, I could tell you what yours is right now is to have people come on here and express themselves and use your platform for them to get their buzz up or whatever, promote whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you do. So do that. You know what I mean? Never
Yeah.
forget what your goal is and mine, and chomp at the bit every day and get better. Like watch some other people. Like, yeah, you got a podcast, but it doesn't hurt to go watch
Watch other
somebody else.
people.
Me being
Yeah,
a football
for
player.
sure.
Me being a football player.
That's like
Motherfuckers don't even know
what,
that I watched them. You know what I mean?
yeah, like watch tapes,
I'm a
all
thief.
that.
I'm a thief. I watch what other people do. Oh, bet. Let me add that to my toolbox. My toolbox large. My arsenal heavy. I got everybody. You know what I mean? I study people games. Everybody that's successful in this or that. I add that to. I'm a thief. That's what I do. In that sense, I don't steal from people
Exactly.
physical items, but that's what I do, and that's what you got to do with this stuff too. Take game from each and everybody and learn how to build and keep getting great. Right?
Yeah.
That was a large stepping stone to you starting this. You know, a lot of people could have thoughts about starting a business and don't do it.
A lot of
when
people.
you get it started, now you could be like, you can let it out, but that ain't the end.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I mean?
This is the beginning.
That's not the end.
This is the beginning.
It's just the beginning. You just
Literally.
had the nuts to start it off. A lot of people just be talk, but I'm sure you talked about it probably for a while, and then you like, all right, bet, let me get it done. You know what I mean? That could go towards anything. Anything you put your mind to, you just go do it. But you better make sure you ain't just playing with it. It ain't part time. This podcast ain't part time.
It's full time
for you.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like I said earlier. So, yeah.
Yo, Bspot Podcast, episode 12. Let's go.